Hello, how is everyone today? So we're going to be doing part two of the Kendra's card challenge, but first I wanted to share some happy mail with you. Um, just real quick, I got this today from Elizabeth. Um, Look at this. This is the most bad A card. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, Elizabeth. This is just gorgeous. So I know that she has used lunar paste on this, and it's most likely a cleanup, and it's beautiful. It's just amazing. On this, and it's most likely a cleanup. I always forget my volume on my phone. So sorry about that. And not a cool card. This is like the torn piece here. These are the Simon Hurley bats, and now I get to see him up close. Looks like she stamped it maybe with some lunar paste, or maybe with just some silver ink, or maybe some white ink, but it kind of looks silver. Hi, Lisa. So that's from Elizabeth. It's a combination late Halloween, early Thanksgiving card. And then I had ordered before November from Simon Says Stamps. I bought this hot foil plate that says peace. This is a Kathy Zelski design. And then all the joy. And that's it for my Christmas this year. And I bought a couple of packs of these color blend cards because they're really beautiful foiled. Now, my friend Chow sent me all this toner foil. I'm just blown away by this foil, okay? First of all, she spent the time to cut all this off of her rolls. Look at that animal print. This, I love this. It's kind of a steel blue. So pretty. And then a nice bright blue. And a beautiful orange. And some white. I always appreciate white foil. White and black. So some white foil sheets. Some really pretty sparkly. Let me say hello. Lisa, hi. Michelle, hi. Pam, hi. Randy, hello. Let's see. Darcel, hello. Good to see you. So these really pretty ones. Now I'm going to have to find a safe way to store these. This is a trip. This might be very, very interesting on an animal. It almost reminds me of an animal print, almost. Let's see if I can pick them all out of here. I lost all my fingernails. I don't know what happens. They just all decide to go at once. So what I end up doing is if 2 or 3 of them go, I just clip them all off. Ooh, look at this. Very silver. And here's a tight rainbow, which I appreciate because I don't have any tight rainbows. And I couldn't tell you where these foils came from. That's Chow's secret. Look at this midnight blue. Wow. Love that. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kelly. And then we got some sort of steel gray, steel silver. Love it. This is very grunge, right up my alley. And some holographic and some oil slicks. These are a trip when they're foiled, these oil slick ones. And I didn't have any of those, so I appreciate that too. And then some more animal print and then some checkerboard. Those are going to be cool. I have a checkerboard hot foil plate that I got from Erin Reed Creates. Some wood panel, and then some of this leopard print, which is really pretty. So I wanted to share that, and let me find a place to put this where I don't have an accident with it, because you know. I'll put it down here. Okay. Then Delise sent me this card. Nice grungy card. Great foils, huh? And did I say hi to Laura? I don't. Yeah, I did just now. So she's got a little hand coming out of behind a tombstone, and it looks like she's got some sort of grit paste going on here. So that was sweet of her. And then my friend Jay sent me this. Oh, good. I thought I lost this from Debbie J. I had it in this envelope with what Jay sent me. Okay, terrific. I'm so glad. I was like, oh, I lost it. So my friend Jay sent me this, and let's get the wrappers off. It's a little kind of a folio with some really neat papers and then some extra ephemera. Green is the new black. That's cute. And some extra ephemera. This I recognize as not too shabby shot. Viper Venom, 100% lethal, no additives. Well, I'm thankful for that. So that came from Jay. And then Debbie J. What did Debbie J do to me? She sent me this little treat box. Halloween people are my people. This is foiled. Looks like it's hot foiled. Feels like it's hot foiled. And with the little note inside, very thoughtful. And then more stuff in here. These little treat boxes. I'm gonna have to case these. I don't have a die for that. All right, that's it for Happy Mail that I wanted to share. I always forget, you guys. So yeah. I hate to forget you all. So back to the card making. We left off on number 3 yesterday of Kendra's card challenge. And Pam had asked about this paper in the chat and I missed it. So I pulled out the paper. Hi, Jay. This is called Joyful Christmas from Bo Bunny. And this is the paper I used for this particular set. I used the best ones already. But there's still some pretty neat ones. All right. So, and then while you were away, I made more sentiments and I made more ephemera. So we're golden there. And let's get started on card number 4. And here's the sketch for card number 4. And here's my little set of baggies. I have them kind of together with this little laundry clip or this little sewing clip. And let's pull out what we have here for card number 4. So what I'm missing here is this could be the card base or it could be an extra piece of paper. I think we're going to call it the card base and grab a card base. Let's put this aside. And that looks like it is a top folding landscape card. You don't have to do them exactly like this. You can go your own way with it any way you want. I'm just gonna, sometimes this craft paper it's kind of tough and it likes to stay popped open. So I'm going to tape it shut. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Elizabeth. I just showed off your card. It's so pretty. Okay, so this looks like it goes. Here's these ornaments again. So it goes like this, like this. Let's flip this over because it's a little lopsided. See, I end up covering all those ornaments. I might change my mind on this piece of paper here. And then it's going to go the large like that and the small like that. And yeah, let's change my mind and save this for something different because really there's nothing to see here. So that is, and you can get the individual measurements are here. So 5.5 by 1 3/4. Make sure that's what I'm seeing. Yep. Okay. And so I have my scraps. Where'd my scraps go? Here they are. Let's see what I've got in my scraps that might work for that. Most of them are pretty small. I may have to dig out another piece of paper. Yeah, none of these are going to work. So, just get the paper pad out. that I just had right here. I just saw one that I thought might probably work. Yep, because that's 6 inches wide. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to go 1 3/4. My 5 1/2. There we go. So reserve the right to change your mind during the process. And so this is going to go down like that. We'll go ahead and use my art glitter or my Barely Arts glue for that. Like I said, most of these come together pretty quickly if you have all your stuff ready. And excuse the ink on my hands. I was coloring with alcohol ink, and I scrubbed before I came on, but I still see some red hanging out there. So I want this roughly in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Diane. Whose card what? You know, Dawn, you're asking a lot of questions that are confusing to me. That's nothing new. Okay, then this piece is going to get centered there. Try and decide, do I want to edge these? I don't think I do. I'm looking forward to lasagna after this. I made it last night, but it's always better the second night. Is there much yes, Diane, let's talk about that. The major difference is that this is a little bit slower to dry. So the art glitter, if I put this down, I don't have but a second to move it around. With the Barely Arts, I have maybe 20 seconds. So that's the major difference. They both stick the same. They both, there's nothing else different about them as far as I'm concerned. So if you know, this is why I have both, because in some cases I need something to stick right away. And in some cases, like for instance, when you're trying to put together these layered things, if it dries right away on you, you can't get the layer straight. So you want it to dry a little bit slower. So for this, because this is taller, I'm going to put a strip of something across here. Let me just grab a piece of, I used all my scraps. Oh no, I didn't. Here they are. I was going to say I used all my scraps, but I didn't. So I'm going to go about here, and this doesn't have to be perfect. Just so I have the same height. Hey, Gloria. Oh, okay, got you. Thank you, Pam. See, Pam has her act together there. So I'll show you. So I have some time to kind of slide this around. Oops, I didn't like it there. Whoops, it's sticking out. Okay, I have time to move it around. Not a bunch, but some. If I go with the art glitter glue, see, it's the same viscosity, no difference there. Once I press that down, it's pretty much there. I might be able to scooch it a little, but that's that. It dries immediately. That's a big difference. Hope that. Right, exactly. That's why you want a Barely Arts or a slower drying glue, so that you have time to move that around. And I have tried like those dots and everything else. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. Glue is where it's at. You can count on glue. So see, that was a little crooked. I had some time to kind of move it. Then this one goes on here. One thing about this Bow Bunny paper, it's really thin. See, I want this on here straight, so I gotta have time to move it around. Like I said, you don't have a lot of time, but you have more time than you do with the art glitter. And this is gonna go here, and then a sentiment goes there. And also, I believe this is glue, and I believe that art glitter is adhesive. Let's see. Yeah, art glitter is adhesive. I have a whole video of comparison of a whole bunch of different ones, including Elmer's, you know, just your regular normal school glues and stuff like that. So sentiment goes here. Let's see. Do I want to add extra decoration here? Not that. Let's pick a sentiment. These I cut out of the Gina K. I kind of like that. I kind of want to put something here. I don't want to leave it naked. These are where the sketches are just a jump off point. Everything else is all you. We could put snowman there. Hey, Delise. Well, this isn't a scrap bin. These are actual ephemera that I made. Wait a minute here. Maybe I want this little snowman right here. Let me look at it under the camera. I kind of like him right there. Yeah, that's who's going there. And he doesn't even need to be popped up because he's so layered. This is a Tim Holtz snowman, and I have covered him in glitter. And for him, I'm going to use the art glitter glue because I want him to stick right away. Because he's a little warpy. Much like me. Warped and twisted. See, it still moves around because I put a whole lot of glue. I know, this little guy is so cute. And then I think I'll pop up my Happy Holidays. This came from the Gina K set. Wilderness something. It's up there. Anyway. Excuse me. Okay, I just eyeballed that, so who knows if it's going to be the right size. Yep, it works. And I think we'll go with our gold baubles like we have been. I'm going to use my tweezers to help me get this on here straight. Oh, yeah, no, there's no scrap bin there. Those are just laying on my desk. My scrap bin is ridiculous. Okay. Go. And not only that, I empty it, and I have several like, you know, boxes with lids, those plastic boxes with lids. They're not exactly totes because they're more flat, full of scraps. Where's itty bitty one? I love these itty bitty ones. They're so sweet. Now Kendra has them going across here, but it's not my style, so I do them in my style. Okay. Well, Lou Chow. That's so funny. But first world problems here. Thank goodness this glue dries clear. So I like to use my art glitter when I'm gluing down these, but I'll grab whatever's handy because they'll pretty much stick right away, which sometimes you want, sometimes you don't, especially if they want to drop on you like that. There's card 4. That's how quickly that came together. Oh yeah, Kayla's playing with them. Well, she's just a little artist in the making is all. All right, now card 5. Just pull it out of the clip. And here's all the parts to card 5. So these 4 pieces are going to arrange on this gold. Why did I cut this so big? I don't know. Sometimes I don't do it right. You know, it is what it is. So we have a short one, a tall one, a tall one. Oops. Not like that. Short one, a tall one, a short one, a tall one. Okay. Yeah, he's one of the best snowmen. Yeah, I love him. He's my guy. All right, so no, I want the Barely Arts for this because I need to do some scooching. Basically, I'm gonna go here. Oh, good, I got it. I got it right. Let me grab, just wipe off any excess glue. I could use a tape runner for this, but I don't trust them. I think I already voiced that. Okay. Not worried about that because it'll be covered. What I don't want showing is that. That's the tricky part to working with gold or metallic paper is glue. Yep, glue. Here I am with the art glitter. That's all right because I'm working with metallic paper. See, I tend to just grab a bottle, just depending on what I'm doing. Okay, I miscut that one somehow. Good thing something goes across there, right? Cover that mistake. As long as they're even all the way around that way, we're golden. Because then this one comes across here. No, not this one. This one. Yeah, I got glue on there. Of course I did. Then it's going to go like this and this. And then, see, I cut this piece too big, but maybe I want it on a different piece of paper anyway. So this should be 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Maybe I just left it big and said I'll cut it later. You never know what's going on with my brain. Let's cut a piece. Let's see if one of those scraps can be used in that. I don't think so, Tim. No, none of these are big enough. Okay. No problem. Where's that pad of paper? Right here. Now, I bought this pad of paper at Joann on clearance for, I think, $1. Maybe $1.50 last year or so. So I'm perfectly fine with completely sacrificing it. Do I like the pink with it? I do. Okay, that needs to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. No. Wait a minute. Okay, hang on. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, this is 4 by 5 1/4. Let's just measure. Yeah, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let's do this piece anyway. Let's do this as the matte layer. So I'm going to go 4 by 5 1/4. When I'm using this trimmer, I always use the line instead of worrying about whether it's lined up here. I make sure it's lined up with the little demarcation lines. Oh, that sounds good. Brownie sounds good. Are you going to share them? Okay, let's get this on our card base. Oh, good. I'm glad. I decided not to get the silver and gold ink because I don't typically use Catherine Puller ink a lot anyway. I have quite a bit of it, but I don't generally reach for it. Plus that, I'm on a no buy November, so I'm not buying anything. That isn't necessary. Okay, I don't necessarily need gold and silver ink because I already have Delicata. Plus I have embossing powder, so the signature is so tiny on this you'll never know the difference. So this is kind of a dusty rose pink. Oh, this is pretty. I like this so far. Well, I still have Ben & Jerry in my freezer, fudge brownie ice cream. I probably have enough for one more few bites. This paper goes nicely with the inner portion of those poinsettias. Okay, then we have our circles. Oh, yeah. Well, I know it's a pigment ink, so pigments, typically take longer to dry anyway. So I use the Barely Arts on this one so that I can move this circle around and get it as even as possible before it sets. And there we go. And I want this here, so I'm going to need a little bit of support on either side there. I want the wood to go lengthwise. So I'll put this one here just for now as a placeholder so I can see what I'm doing. Do the other. Yeah, they're good. They're good colors, aren't they? Well, yeah, and I mean, typically when you do this, you want to use, like a paper pad that is all coordinating, but you don't have to. You can go crazy with it. See, get that kind of eyeball it till it's in the center. Give it a little hold here for a moment, and then I could do a foiled Merry Christmas. I don't know about this one. Happy Holidays, maybe the gold. What else do I have? I have black. I don't think black would go. I don't know though, it kind of does. Kind of looks good with the black. This is a Spellbinders from a Kit of the Month last year. I think I like the black. And I'm just going to put that straight down. I'm not going to try and pop it up at all. Because very little of it hangs over the edge. Is that straight? There, now it's straight. I foiled these on some black foil cardstock. All right, let's get our baubles, and that will be card number 5 down. How are we doing for time? Oh yeah, got them done, and needs a little bit of glue right there. I don't want that sticking up like a crazy leg. Okay. Okay, Melissa. Hi, Marva. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Yeah, the black does make it pop, doesn't it? I like it. I like it a lot. Turn over, you guys. Turn over. Flip. Boing, boing, boing. No, not happening. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I want that there. I kind of feel like it needs some life in here, though. Okay, we gotta kind of get our little, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I put my art glitter glue in these little containers, and you can get like 50 of them for $10 on Amazon. They're labeled as alcohol ink dispensers. And they have those little stretchy lid things that come on them, but I don't like them. So I get my glue toppers from Gloria. And the Chow made me some too. So when I did my demo video, because I wanted to have, you know, everything covered, and I poured all my glues into these just to see how they would come out the little tiny little needle type hole. Come here. You running away from me. Okay. And here's this one. That's number 4. All right, let's go for number 5. Move things aside here. Try not to get too messy or sloppy. Uh-oh, that's 6. Where did 5 go? Uh-oh, dum-de-dum-dum. I've got them mixed up probably. Oh, wait, that was 5. Never mind. Who's an idiot here? All right, so this one, pretty simple. Number 6. That guy. And so I did an embossed background on our other, you know what, let's do on this embossed background, let's do some white ink. Which one do I want? I have multiples. Let's do this one. This is some Lisa Horton. And I want to do this one because it doesn't have a spongy. It's got a felt. So I don't have to worry about the spongy part going down into the grooves. Sometimes you might have to do more than one coat, but this really kind of makes that pop, doesn't it? It's still pigment. Let's see here where I munched my paper, but I'm not going to stress over that at all. And that one goes. Okay, so now I've got top folding card bases. I ran out of side folding, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Let's have these raining down this way. It'd be pretty with green on there too. Okay, I'm gonna do the Barely Arts with this. Ow. And of course you want to be very generous with your glue when you're working with a doobly-doo. This thing. An embossed piece of cardstock. There we go. I got the words out. See, you can see that defect there, but it's not so bad. What is so bad is how much longer this is, so I will trim it off because I don't want it to look funky. You should never trim your stuff when it's wet. Okay, I won't. Okay. So this one goes like this, like this. Okay, these are supposed to be flags, so I didn't make them flags until now. I'm really horrible at this thing, at this tail thing. I have a cutter thing that does them, but it'll fit this one, but it won't. See, it doesn't really fit, which to me is kind of frustrating because that's why I bought it. See, it just doesn't go. It only works with smaller pieces, but I can take a smaller piece. What's this piece for? And I can make a template. So I kind of have a guide. Kind of. So I can kind of hold that. No, that doesn't really help me, does it? Well, here goes nothing. Oh, you're welcome, Diane. Happy to help. See, I don't want to lose my length here. Winging it, folks, winging it. Yeah, that's so crooked. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to eyeball this. That's all. I'm going to decide where the middle is. Looks to be right about there. And go for it. Yeah, eyeballing it was better than trying to use a... That's okay. It's fine. We're all fine. And this was supposed to go under here. Okay. So... The punt, yeah, but the sizes go from 1 inch down. So this is about 1 inch, and that's a 1/2 inch. That's 3/4 of an inch. So it's not, I need a bigger one. I didn't know what I was doing when I bought it. Hi, Yvette. Welcome. All right. So we got the first piece. Getting ready to go. Get it as even as I can. And that's going to go right about there. Really, there's not much delineation there between these two, so let's fix that. Let me fix that. I'll just darken down the edges here. Little bit. There. Yeah. Yes, I like it. That looks to be about there. All right. Hey, Maddie. How are you? I get quite a few people on Mondays. It's kind of cool. I mean, not hundreds or anything like that, but, you know, considering it's a Monday. Ba-da, ba-da-da. Okay. And there's this one, and I'm going to distress this edge too. and this edge so that it's all cohesive, not mismatched. Make sure I've got my signature the right way. I used to work for a music teacher when my kids were little. I did work for him to pay for their lessons. I had one son who played the viola, one that played the violin, and one that played several things. He couldn't quite make up his mind what he really wanted to play. But it was interesting because I never knew how to read music or do anything like that, and I had to stay on them to practice. Fun times. This looks to go right about like yay. Should be even. These two edges look like they need to be even. So I'm going to need to give this a little extra, couple layers of paper. On this side. So I learned a little bit on reading music because, you know, how do you make your kids do something you can't figure out how to do yourself? Well, that being said, math, but whatever. I know, Yvette, that's me too. The only reason I know it's Monday is I forget. Why do I know? There's a reason for it, though. Oh, my word. We're a mess. We're a mess. Yeah, I just retired in August myself, so I'm finally over the I should be doing something phase. I'm perfectly okay with laying in bed and watching Little House on the Prairie if I feel like it. Well, yeah, exactly. It doesn't really matter. And you know, a lot of my friends don't work, but they have kids school age and stuff like that. Okay. And this will have a little bit of issues trying to stick down, and I'll probably have to give it more glue because I've got this wet pigment here. But it is what it is, right? All right, let's carry on with the distressing here. Some of these are papers that I wouldn't normally choose, like this polka dotted one. Just, I'm not crazy about the colors, but when you put it with all its little friends, it's another story. This one goes underneath it, so let's get that one done. This one's kind of a trip, just kind of an interesting group of layers on this card. Okay, if this goes here, this should go right about here, so it's going to need quite a bit of a strip. I think I can get away with using one of these. Just make sure I get it on the right side. Okay. So a lot of work Kendra does to put these together, and also to put together all of the sponsors that for the prizes that she gives, and the sponsors that provide supplies for the makers on her design team. It's really quite the interesting and cool situation. Oops, that's bent. Fix it. Let's see, it should go right about there. And trust me, I'm just eyeballing most of this. And there we go. I do want it straight. Straight would be good. All right, I'll glue this one down to that one. But I found that having something like this really does provide some extra kind of inspiration for me. Do I want to add? Yeah, I think I'm going to add a piece of scrap right here. Here's one. Make sure I'm going the right way, putting it in the right place. And this should go in like that. Okay. I'm reading comments here. You don't have any grapes? What? Oh, you guys are having a party. Make sure I'm on the correct side, and this looks like it comes in right about there. Okay, then it calls for a sentiment right here. What do we think of peace right there in gold? We also have, this is probably too big, this tidings of cheer. It's too big and too white. I think I'm going with the peace. I just made these this morning because I'm running out of. I could also do a foiled season's greetings, a foiled Merry Christmas. Maybe I like that. I like the peace too, I think. Oh, no grape Tootsie Pots left. That's really a shame. Now this is vellum, so I'm going to be using our glitter glue so it'll grab on, because it does take a little bit longer for vellum to dry, and we're gluing it down to a bumpety surface. And I'm just doing dots here underneath, behind the gold, which I cut 3 white layers and then stacked it. I'm just going to kind of hold on to that for a minute. And that's card number 6. You're knitting. How can you watch and knit? I can't do that. I can't focus on, well, I only crochet. Okay, so let's look at that. But unless I'm doing a mindless crochet, which there are those, I'm constantly counting, and I can remember getting angry with Mike for talking to me because I was counting and I would lose count. I have some little gold stars here I think I might use on here, just to kind of tie in that piece, the gold color of it. I've yet to use my little cookies. I have some red ones too. No, I don't want red. I don't want that one there. I don't know if I want the gold stars. I don't know. If I do one there, it's got to have a friend. Okay. That can have its friend there. They're all the same size because they come from a punch. Unless the punch messed up and broke some. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's naked over here. I need another good gold one. Some of them are a little funky. I think that's all. I dropped one of the punches on the floor. It was probably the star one. No, it wasn't. Okay, good. Where did my gold scrap go? I lost my bag of scraps. Yeah, it was here a minute ago. Here you are. So these little punches I got on Amazon, one does hearts and one does stars. And it's cool for like these little extra pieces that would probably otherwise get thrown away. And then just dump them out. I don't know how you do that, Dawn. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9 it is. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Let me see here. I have to be quiet when I'm doing this because I can't use my left hand and think. Decide where I want this one. Yeah, I think I do want it right there. I'm always amazed at ambidextrous people. Okay. So here's card number 6. The glue will dry clear, so I'm not stressing about that. And the piece is on a piece of vellum, which you really can't see it, which is fine because it supports the word and yet doesn't impede on the card. Okay. So that's this 1 through 6 down. Time is it? See if I have time to do one more. Actually, I don't. That's about it. Let's pull it out though. Here we go. This is come on, brain. Where are the numbers? Sketch. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one's kind of a cool one. So I just watched my friend Lynn do a video on this one earlier today. I'm putting my little pins in my wrong containers, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. 7's pretty quick. Because it's basically just strips. Here, let me fold this so you guys don't have to see the whole thing, just what we're working on here, which is this one here. So it has this should be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's full card front side. And it goes with this one. I like to start with actually the largest one first and then work my way down. That looks like it has to go right about like that. Yeah, strips are awesome, and especially because they're great scrap busters. Now, this is not a piece of paper from that paper pad. I have no idea where this paper came from. I've been working with paper craft for several years. I've only been doing cards for about 3.5 years. but I worked with other sorts of paper crafts. So I want this to come. It needs to go right about there so I can trim off the excess. And see, I just left these strips long. And this one is that, because see how they're different. And the layout, when you cut your paper, there are 4 or 6 pieces of pattern paper, and they're all labeled A, B, C, D, and E, and F. I ignored that because that's who I am. But if you do it just right, if you're using 6x6 paper, you don't have any scraps. I think that goes there. We're going to put it there, whether it goes there or doesn't. Hey, Rod. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. So I know that this one starts at this corner, like yay. And then I just want it kind of straight there. And then go this one right about here. Ba-da, ba-da. And I'm going to go this one right here. That's not straight, so that's why I use the Barely Arts there. Now it's fairly straight. And then we have this one. And come on, this part's showing. And then I had a little gold one. Something out of my way here. Bye, Gloria. You're busy, you never catch a stream. Well, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Okay. First of all, let's clean all that excess glue off before I have an accident. And what I'm going to do here is I don't want this to be the whole card front, so I'm going to trim it down. Use my trimmer here. Slide these guys up under here. And I want this to be 5 1/4, so I'm going to go half of 5 1/4. So that's going to be 5 5/8, I think. If I mathed that right. Flip it over and bring it down to 5 1/4. And we'll go, this is 4 1/4, so I'm going to go half of 4 1/4. Make sure everything's lined up. And go down to 4. Now I can use the bottom as a stop. Okay. And I believe that since I'm working on craft card, I think I'll pop this up. Let's grab some more scraps here. Yeah, it just works better popped up because it, separates it from that other part. And for this, I'll use our glitter and be generous with it. I see some people only glue the edges. It's been my experience that sometimes, especially if you're working with any kind of warped cardstock because you heat embossed or something, that middle pops up and it looks funky. Okay, so then we have this, and then it says any large image, shape, or die. So I don't necessarily have to have that. I could have no, it's going to need something behind it if I use this one. I could do tidings of cheer, right? Because except for I don't want this outer edge to be white. That's where I'm struggling, is with that white outer edge. Let's see here. See, I've got peace in red. I've got joy in red. I have happy holidays, but it barely shows up. I kind of like it. Kind of. Where'd that piece go? No. Gets lost on there. I almost need a red piece of paper there. Don't you feel like maybe red instead of this color? Let's see if I have a red piece of paper. I'm quite sure that I do. This is my favorite red. It's Schoolhouse Red from Simon Says Camp. Love it, love it, love it. It's just such a gorgeous shade of red. Okay, so that needs to be 4x2. I want you to take me to Hush. Maybe what I did. Okay, you just trim a wee bit and a wee bit and give that a teeny tiny itty bitty border. Like really small. Yeah, that works for me. We all love that song. Gosh, what was that? 80s? Disco, wasn't it? Or was disco still in the 70s too? I think it might have been the late 70s. I think 78. Because, oh yeah, because when Mike and I got married, it was 1977, and he wore Angel Flight pants. then could do joy right there. I think peace in red is going to get lost. But we have some little ephemera that we could arrange on here. We have these. No, too busy. I have these. See, I'm forgetting to use my ephemera. We did one going this way and one going this way. I keep looking at it in the camera because I can see better in the camera, believe it or not. Then I can't pick it up. If I popped up the piece, maybe that's too long. Let's get them. Decisions, y'all. Okay, yep, I like that. A white background for the word. I have one with a white background. I have, oh, look at that. What do you think of that? Let's see. I also have this, which, if you could imagine, I think I'm going to use these guys. I just made these guys today because I wanted a little bit more ephemera to choose from. And let's just get a little gluey here. See if I can remember kind of how I had these hanging off a little. And I realize I don't have that red piece glued down yet, in case somebody was worried. Oh, don't worry. Be happy. There you go, Dawn. New earworm. Not worried about all that glue at all. Now, do I want to pop this up too? Mayhap I do. Let's just go for gold with this card. Tidying up chair. Okay. Made that one too fat. Let's see if I can get this one up. Yeah, I can. Yeah. I want art glitter for that. You know what I think this card is screaming for? Splatter. Gold splatter. So, before I put this on, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, Pam, bye. Thanks for coming. Because I've got this one little gold piece here. And let me just kind of cover that up because I really don't need gold splatter on that, right? Okay. I think I want to use, I generally like to use my fan brush, but I think I'm going to use a regular brush here. Choose the right gold. I think this one. I'm really mad at this thing. It just doesn't work like it should. I think I need to change the direction of the little boogity-doo there. It's not going where I want it to go. There we go. Oops, wrong one. You know what? I'm just going back to my fan brush. It always works. I don't know why I tried something different. There we go. All right. And we'll go tidings of cheer. Yes, I do like this. Thank you for that idea. Always open to suggestions. Unless you suggest that I don't eat lasagna for dinner, and then you can just go take a hike. Hi, Teresa. Okay, have fun, Yvette, you lucky girl. Holding your grandbaby. Okay, that was sketch number 7. Yep, sketch number 7. Done and dusted. All right, so just to recap, here's where we are. This thing, I'm going to have to probably battle with it a little bit. That's one thing about this bun foam, is if it doesn't stick, you got to add more glue. And that's fine, no problem. So we did 7. We did 6. We did 5. And we did 4. Little sparkly snowman. Any questions from anyone? And I'm going to sit here for a moment because Pam asked me something yesterday and I didn't see it until after I ended the live. So I answered her privately. So don't forget, and I'll put the links in the description box below for Kendra's card challenge. It's in yesterday's video. I just need to go over there and copy and paste. I just was too lazy to do it today. But I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I don't know if I'll do any more of these live or if I'll just complete them and put them on my group. But fun times. I loved hanging out with you guys. Dawn, we need to get together and do some gelling pretty soon, all right? Thank you, Chow. Thanks, Darcel. Do I got dessert? I have a boyfriend named Ben and Jerry in my little freezer. So there's that. 2 boyfriends. All right, guys. Take care. Leave me a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Lisa. Yeah, and always, don't forget to add comments in the comment section if you have suggestions or something to say to me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.